You don't have to be gay or straight or trans or bisexual or pansexual, or like, you don't have to do that. It's only there for those who actually just want to be able to like learn more about it and be around people that might feel the same. Yes, baby! Oh my god, I'm not wearing a bra for like when I jump up and down on my bed. This looks great!
I'm not wearing a bra, but I don't have big boobs, so you can't see.
Oh my god, but your boobs are beautiful.
Thank you.
So fit.
Thanks.
Happy 150,000 subscribers.
We hit 150k. Thank you all
insane.
so much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Like, what the actual fuck?
I know, like, I swear it was only just, what, like maybe less than a year that it took us to 100k subscribers. Yeah. And we got like a little plaque and everything, which Florence has, which I need to get another one of. We're just waiting for that next milestone, guys. Yeah. It's so exciting, so thank you so much.
Continue being here, continue sharing, spread us wide.
We just want to say a huge thank you to everyone out there that has been supportive of us and what we do. Thank you for helping us learn and be the people that we are today. Yeah, we just want to keep bringing you like fun, interesting, informational, hilarious content. Oh, because it's so fucking funny.
Hilarious.
I'm so excited.
I'm genuinely like, I love you all so much. Like, the Curious Fuckers Club like means so much to me, and actually we have like some really exciting news coming up. So Come Curious is about to blow the fuck up, everyone, so make sure you stay tuned because shit is starting to go down.
Yeah, we've just had so many exciting new meetings and stuff, so yeah, just keep an eye out, guys. Shit's gonna go down. Alright, let's get on with the fucking video.
Today we are filming this video on what would have been London Pride.
I'm so sad that we're not in London right now, like at the parade, partying it up, loving life. Can I ask you a question? What do you think about brands hopping on the LGBTQ rainbow, like pride hype?
I don't know, I think it's a good way to spread awareness, and like it's great that like big brands support pride, but also, is it authentic? Like, do you really support pride, or are you just using this to benefit your own brand?
Yeah, it is tricky because it's like, I feel like as much as we do talk about pride and push that out there, that means it's better for the world and better for people understanding, because there's going to be people that are sheltered from that will be like, oh, I wonder what the rainbow means, and like it gives them more of a chance to explore it. But I think it's bad when brands jump on the pride hype like once a year and that's it, and then they don't do anything to actually benefit LGBTQ people. It's like that once a year thing, cool, promotional, but then like they don't employ anyone that would be celebrating pride, you know. I think I've only just figured that out from the Black Lives Matter movement. That's been something that's like, you can't just jump on it once and then that's it. It's got to be a consistent thing throughout the year, throughout the whole company for change.
That's so true. I hadn't thought about that for Pride either before, but it's so, like, it's so important that brands continuously support LGBTQ+. It's always such a mouthful. LGBTQ+.
It is. I fuck it up every time. They keep adding letters, so I'm like LGBTQ+++++.
So we wanted to talk about sexual fluidity, and I guess our experiences with sexual fluidity, how sexuality's influenced us and our own lives. Yeah, just start that conversation. Recently, I haven't necessarily seen myself as straight anymore. Like, I've seen myself as, I think I'm just bi-curious. I think I'd still say that I'm bi-curious rather than bisexual. Yeah, I have had like a few things that had happened before lockdown, but then lockdown just made everything go back to like kind of basics again. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same with me. Like, I've always considered myself gender fluid, and now lockdown has made me like straight and just constantly think about dick and penetration. You know what? It's not even dick. It's like, I just want to be penetrated. My mind is instantly pushed towards, well, then you must want penis. But like a strap-on would fucking do it for me. Well, anything like aliens, fucking machines. I just want to be penetrated. That's all I'm thinking about at the moment, regardless of like what or who it is. I think it's like fucking porn, right? Like all I think, when you think of penetration, you think of penis instantly, and it's not. Oh yeah. That's not the way it is. You know, you can be penetrated by loads of different things.
Yeah, that's how, like, I feel like that's how we've been taught. That's how we grew up. Like, that's sex education. Penetration meant penis,
and sex meant ejaculation and penis and vagina.
Yeah,
and none of the exciting new things that we're getting now.
Like, we have learnt so much, I guess, in like in the last like 5 years since doing Come Curious. We've been able to explore sexuality like on a different level. Like the amount of people that we've spoken to on our podcast, the amount of stories that we've heard, and just basically exploring ourselves and our own sexualities. I guess I've considered myself straight for a long time, but I've always had moments that have been very like curious about sleeping with women, and that has been since I was younger, when I was a teenager. I had experiences when I was younger where I'd like make out with friends, but then I would feel a bit like weird about it afterwards. I'd be like, oh, like
shouldn't do that.
That was odd. Yeah,
it's naughty. Yeah.
And also I just felt like it ruined the actual friendship. I'm not sure if the odd feelings were to do with like it being a girl, or just because it was like with a friend, and that made the friendship weird.
Did you get those feelings if you were to kiss like a boy who was a friend?
I don't know if I really ever did that.
What, kiss boys who were friends?
I don't think I did.
Huh. That's so interesting.
Maybe.
I mean, I never really kissed friends who were boys, but I kissed loads of my friends who were girls.
But yeah, and then I had like a phase when I was in my early 20s where I watched loads of the L Word and was convinced I was a lesbian.
I loved Sugar Rush. That was like my lesbian, like, oh my god, I'm gay, I want to be gay, this is amazing. And then I was like, oh wait, no, I still like boys as well.
Yeah. So I guess like since we started Come Curious and stuff, I've just been like, yeah, my sexuality is definitely fluid. I wouldn't necessarily call myself anything, but like I know that it's fluid and I know that it can change, and I'm okay with that. And it's exciting as well because I feel kind of like free to be whoever I want to be at whatever point in my life. I don't have any restrictions. I don't want to like say you're straight and you're straight forever.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people get afraid of all these categories and boxes, and they don't put me in a box. And no one's ever saying you have to go into that genre or that category. It's only there for people to have a community if they want one. Oh fuck, I can't remember how many it is. It's like 36 sexualities and genders came out, and it was like a whole new pride thing, which was the first time most of us ever learnt about anything like that. And a lot of people were very scared about it. Even a lot of people who I thought would have been okay with it, people who I knew who were actually gay, really didn't accept it, which shocked me. And it wasn't until like my sister was like, you don't have to be gay or straight or trans or bisexual or pansexual, or like, you don't have to do that. It's only there for those who actually just want to be able to like learn more about it and be around people that might feel the same.
Yeah,
I think it's so cool. Like I'm loving
really
all the flags. I'm loving that, like even little things like emojis on phones are changing. We're getting like little families where instead of it's like guy and a girl and a child, it's like 2 guys and 2 girls. What I'm waiting for is the male and female symbols that you get on emojis. That I want like the fluid.
The combined one.
Yeah, the one with like everyone, like the pansexual symbol. Like I'm waiting for that.
So
I've been like,
good.
Those emojis were originally Japanese created, which is still considered a culture that's quite against, like they're homophobic and transphobic. As a general, I'm not saying everyone there is, like as a country, they're still quite backwards in the way that they think about sexuality. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Like I'm loving that.
Yeah, it's really cool. But you consider yourself pansexual. How long have you considered yourself pansexual for?
Oh, I have no idea. I guess it was when they brought out all the different sexualities confusing genders because I'd never heard of pansexual before, and
Yeah.
I'd always thought I was bisexual, and then realised like as soon as I found out that like, well, of course bi only means men and women, and pansexual means men, women and every other gender and every other sexuality. There's no way that I could sit there and be like, I'm only attracted to men and women, because it's never been that way. It's always been the situation or the person. It's never been about their gender. Since talking to Lev from Unicorn magazine, he directed Florence and I for a cover shoot, and Unicorn magazine is a queer mag, and he himself is bisexual and works for, I think, Bi Pride UK, and I was talking to him about sexuality, about being bi, and I think a lot of people who are pansexual are like, oh no, but there's all that weird kind of like anti-trans stuff that goes on.
Yeah, I think the bisexual thing is kind of confusing. I mean, I've heard loads of bisexuals say the same thing. Like, I think Kelsey Derra, she talks a lot about being bisexual, but she says, and also Ruby Rare says it as well, that they're bisexual, but it doesn't mean that they only like men or women. It's just like, it's the label that they want to call themselves.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's like what they relate to, and I guess the community that they relate to. I don't know. Yeah, it is really confusing. But I think like the labels don't tie you down to like always being that way, but it's fine to identify that way.
Yeah, I think it's just identify the way that you identify as. You don't have to fit in that category or box. It shouldn't make you, scared or afraid to say whatever you want to say. We talk about this a lot in terms of like monogamy and non-monogamy, but it's the same with, I feel like a lot of people who are straight want to be perceived as sexuality fluid and vice versa, and so it's almost like this battle against like queer and straight, and it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be straight people are not any less equal or more equal than queer people. I think a lot of people who might watch our stuff might be like, oh, but I've only fancied one gender, but I really should, because I believe in queer people and I think that queer people are the future. They might be like, I should be queer, but I'm not. So it's not like you don't have to be queer or fit yourself into a box. Like, you can just be like, yeah, I'm straight, but like I'm cool about everything.
And I think that's really cool as well, and it's really important, because you shouldn't push yourself into a certain way of thinking just because you think it's right.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing as living your whole life as straight when really you want to have sex with the same sex. Basically, like, fitting yourself into one category is fine, but as long as you're aware that sexuality is fluid and it's fine to start feeling new things like at different points of your life.
Yeah, I love the idea that sexuality is fluid. I think that sexuality and gender should be fluid. I think, I get really annoyed when you see like baby shower parties and they're like, it's a boy and it's all blue, and I'm like, no, like freaking out for that reason. It's not cool. I'm like, yeah man, like have it multicolored and just you pick whatever color you like, you wear whatever you want to wear, you hold yourself and love yourself and love whoever that you love. And I've been watching a lot of gay cinema recently, and just like sometimes you see like a really great parent, you're like, yes man, that's the way to do it. Oh god, I had to get out of the bed sheets because it's too warm.
Me too, and also my back's really hurting, so the doxy comes out yet again. Oh my god, my voice, can you hear?
Yeah.
Does it sound really weird like a robot?
It does, yeah.
Lol. What were we chatting about? Fluidity.
Yeah, I've definitely gone through a lot of my life questioning what my sexuality is, but not because I was confused, but because I feel like society made me confused. For a long time when I was bisexual, I kept hearing about like, oh, people are just bi because they think it's cool, and then that like little seed plants into your head, and then you think, what if I'm just doing it because I think it's cool? And then you can't escape that thought, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm not bi because at the moment I've got a boyfriend, and I've only had boyfriends, I've never had a girlfriend or never had a partner of a different gender, especially because I've been with Thomas so long. Like sometimes I look at him and I'm like, oh, why are you just like a white cis man? Like I love you to pieces,
so
but
lame.
And white cis men are not lame, but I'm like, there's just so much more.
I actually had like a similar thing when I was younger. My sister and her friend, they were like, oh Florence, you're one of those girls who just like tries to do things that are really cool. They were like, I can imagine you like just coming out in the future being like, yeah, this is my girlfriend, and they were just like, you would do that just to be cool.
This is where the prejudice comes in, because like I understand that there are some people out there that it might fit into, but also who are we to question what they want to do and what they want to try and how they want to live their life? That was probably said before all these other sexualities came out.
Yeah,
I've had the same when I was bisexual. One of my friends, she came out as lesbian, had a girlfriend, and she was always straight before this girlfriend. And then when I said that I was bi, she was like, oh, yeah, bisexuality is bullshit anyway, because it's just you're either straight or you're gay. It's just like a term to ease into one sexuality or the other. And I was a bit like, really? Fuck. And because she was gay,
it makes you think.
Yeah, I thought, I was like, shit, maybe she's right. Like maybe I'm not bisexual, which is just completely the opposite of what pride's about and sexuality.
I've been like hyper aware of like not saying things just to be like, oh yeah, I'm like a little bit queer. That makes me cool.
Yeah, but it's
kind of thing.
It's okay to be a little bit queer. And even if you think it's cool, because being a little bit queer is fucking cool. And it's also being a little bit straight is cool. Being a little bit like whatever gender or sexuality is fucking cool.
The way I feel about it is just do whatever the fuck you want to do at the time, and like don't set yourself any boundaries, and don't do something just because once you said that you were bisexual, or once you said you were straight, once you said you were gay. If you like someone, or if you want to do something as an experience, then just do it. Follow your heart always.
Yeah, follow your heart. Like love is love.
Love is love.
But I've definitely been there. I've definitely been stuck in that stupid prejudice. Like one of my school friends was always a lesbian all the way through her life, and then she's just got married to a bloke. And I remember being like, oh my god, she's got a boyfriend. What the hell? Like I don't understand. And looking back at now, I'm like, oh my god, you fucking idiot, Reed. Like why would you treat that any different like you would treat anyone else? There's a lot for us to learn, and don't ever feel guilty for those situations either, because like that was society, that was the way that we were taught, that is sex education. When a man and a woman love each other very much, it's like, nah, fuck that shit.
The point of this video was just to have a discussion about sexual fluidity and how we're here for it.
Oh yeah, we're fully here for it. We're here not just during Pride Month, even though that is a very good reminder to talk about it. We are here for it every single year, year after year. I'm going out tonight, it's like the neighbours are all having like drinks, and I'm gonna wear like something like a pride badge, because I know that they're potentially quite the people that might not be okay with it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm proud, I'm proud.
I'm pansexual and I'm proud.
Yes! I'm gonna bring my little pansexual fan. I wanted to wear something sexier than a t-shirt. I was gonna wear a dress, but...
Why don't you wear your penis top?
Yeah, I did think about that, but I think I literally might get evicted. That might be like, close your eyes, children!
But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and let us know what you think about your own sexuality down in the comments below. And happy Pride, everyone.
Yes, happy Pride Month, baby! So exciting. Like, subscribe, listen to our podcast. Fuck's given. We have been talking to some seriously amazing people overseas because of lockdown.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Make sure you stay safe.
Oh yeah, also follow us on Instagram, Come Curious, Florence Bark, and Reed Amber X.
Yeah, baby.
And we'll see you all soon. Goodbye.
Bye.